Hello friends, I am Professor Dr. B.C. Rathod. Welcome you on the online platform of Akshar Academy. Friends, today we are going to deal with a different kind of video. That is a critical appreciation of poem. Today we are going to discuss a well-known poem by English poet John Milton. So let us see the poem. The title of the poem is On His Blindness, and it is one of the most popular sonnets in English literature. So today we will see the poem. First, let us see about John Milton. John Milton is the greatest poet of English literature. He was born on 9th December 1608 and died on 8th November 1674. He was a poet, a historian, and civil servant. He worked as a civil servant in the rule of Oliver Cromwell. He had a deep and profound faith in God. The Paradise Lost is the only complete epic in English literature, and this is one of the 7 famous epics in the world literature. And in this poem, he deals with the fall of the man, and he tries to justify God's ways to men. This is also the theme of our poem. He has written Lycidas, a pastoral elegy. On His Blindness is a sonnet. Sonnet is a poem of 14 lines, expressing his deep faith in God. The poem is an autobiographical poem because it deals with the personal life of John Milton. I think at the age of 48, he became completely blind. He became completely blind in 1652. So this poem was written after 1652. And in this poem, he thinks about his blindness. He believes in God, but at the same time, he lost his eyesight. So he contemplates on his blindness. That is the subject matter of this poem. Now we turn to sonnet itself. First, I read the sonnet. When I consider how my life is spent and half my days in this dark world and wide, and that one talent which is dead to hide, lost with me useless, though my soul more bent to serve therein my Maker, and present my true account, lest he returning child, the God accept the labor light denied. I fondly ask, but patience to prevent that murmur soon replies. God doth not need either man's work or his own gifts. Who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. His state is kingly, thousands at his begging speed, and post over land and ocean without rest. They also serve who only stand and wait. Now, what is the subject matter of this poem? The subject matter of the poem is his blindness. He became blind, and therefore he considers or he thinks about his blindness. The poem has some thoughts, some ideas, and also some feelings. What is the idea? The idea behind the poem is this, that God has sent us on this earth with a purpose, some definite work to be done. This is what Milton believes, that God has sent us on this world to do some work for God. This is the basic line, basic thought about this poem. And Milton is ready to perform his duty, the work that is assigned to him by God. But at the same time, he complains. He said that you have sent me on this world to perform the work, your work. But how can I work when I have lost my eyes? How can I work when I have lost my eyes? Another idea that prevails in this poem is that God makes account of what you have done on the earth. And therefore he says, how can I give my true account before God when my eyesight is lost? Let us read the poem. So he raises the question, God has sent us on this earth to do work. But how can a person work when he has lost his eyesight? So he complains to God. Milton complains to God that how can I perform the work? How can I present my account before you as I have lost my eyes? This is what happens in the first 8 lines of the poem. And then he realizes that God needs nobody help. He is all powerful. He is all powerful. He needs nobody's help. Let us read the poem and explain too. When I consider how my light is spent, when I think when my light is spent, with vision, when my vision is lost, when I am totally blind, the poet thinks about his blindness. And half my days, as before, half my days I am to live. Yet, in the middle of my life, I have lost my eyes. In this dark world and wide, when your eyes are closed, the world is dark. Nothing appears before you. You can't see. Therefore, the world is very dark. And it's a very wide world. It's a very wild world. And that one talent which is dead to hide, that is one talent. There's talent in the poet. But what will happen? It will vanish. Why? Because you have lost eyes, so you won't do anything. Lost with me, useless. The poet said there is talent in me, but this talent is now useless because I have lost my eyes. So my talent is going to be wasted. It is useless. Though my soul more bent to serve therein my Maker. But my soul is ready to serve my Maker. My Maker means God. Though I have lost my eyes, but my heart, my soul is ready to serve God. But what is the problem? How can I serve God when my eyes are lost? That is the question before the poet. I want to serve God, but my eyes are lost. I can't see. How can I serve my Maker? to serve therein my Maker. Maker means God, my Maker. I want to serve my Maker, my God. And present my true account. And present my true account. In our Indian philosophy, we also have the same idea. Chopdo of Chitragupta. Chitragupta writes everything what we do on the earth. The same belief. The poet says, how will I present my true account before you? My work is not totally completed. I have to do more things. Lest he returning child. Child means scold. So that God may not scold me. The poet is afraid. God will scold me because I have not finished, I have not completed my work because of loss of eyes, and he will scold me. Lest he returning child doth God accept day labor light denied. Labor, I have to work for God. But how can I work when light is denied, when my eyes are lost? How can I work? I cannot work. Friends, this is complaint. This is complaint against God. Milton makes complaint. How can I work when you have taken away my eyes? How can I present my true account before you? Because I have to do work, but I cannot work because I have lost my eyes. Look at here. Here the change in the ideas. I fondly ask. This is the question. And how is the question? Fondly ask. This is not a strong complaint. He politely asked this question. He politely asked these questions to God. Why my light is denied? Why you have taken away my eyes? How can I work for you? How can I work for you? But patience. The voice replies, but patience to prevent that murmur. Soon replies. The poet complains why God has taken away his eyes. Only complains. But soon a murmur comes within. This is the complaint lost by mind. But his heart tells some things. What tells? God doth not need either man's work. God does not require any man's work. He is all-powerful. He is omnipotent. God is omnipotent. He does not require anybody's work. He can do anything. God can do anything. He does not require anybody's work. He can do anything. God can do anything. So he does not require anybody's work. God doth not either man's work or his own gifts. He does not require anybody's help, anybody's gift, because he is all-powerful. Now we are offering things to God. But God does not require all these things. All these things, after all, go with priest, those who work in the temple or church. God does not require all these things. Who best bear his mild yoke. Who best bear his mild yoke. Yoke means authority. Now, what is the exact meaning of yoke? Yoke is a wooden instrument that is put on the neck of the bullocks in the bullock's cart. Responsibility, authority. Who serves best God? That is the question. Who is the best devotee of God? The best devotee of God is one who accepts God's authority, mild authority. It's not a strong, mild authority. If you follow God's order, ideas, then you are the best serviceman who best bear his mild yoke. They serve him best. They serve him best. Who is the true devotee of God? The true devotee of God is one who serves God's mild yoke, who accepts God's authority, who is not against God's ideas. Now poet comes to the conclusion that there is no any, right ground for his complaint. God has taken away his eyes. Then Milton realizes that this is what he says in his poem Paradise Lost to justify God's ways to men. God can do no wrong. Whatever he does is right. This is what he says. They serve him best. His state is kingly. His state is kingly. The state of God is kingly. He is a king of kings. He is a monarch of monarch. God is not beggar. He does not require anything that you offer in the church or in the temple, because he himself is a king and his state is kingly. What can you offer to a king who has everything? God has everything. So he does not require anything. His state is kingly. Thousand else's biding speed and post over land and oceans without trace. At his one call, thousands are ready to work for him. So he does not require anybody's help. He does not require anybody's help. And the last line, it has become most famous line of Milton. They also serve who only stand and wait. They also serve who only stand and wait. They also serve who only stand and wait. Usually we say, what is the best mean for social service? If I use the words Gujarati, સમાજ સેવા માટે શું કરવું? The best answer is કોઈને નડશો નહીં. Stand and wait. Stand and wait. Support. That is the best service. This is what about the poem. Now this is a sonnet. This is a sonnet, and this is Italian sonnet. This is Italian sonnet. What happens in Italian sonnet? Italian sonnet is divided into two parts, octave and sestet. In octave, after octave, means after 8 line, the thought changes, and there is a specific rhyme schemes. What is the rhyme schemes? Let us see the rhyme schemes. Now let us give spent a. Sorry, same rhyme, right? B, wide, hide, right? Present, child. B, denied. B, prevent. A. This is the rhyme schemes. A, B, B, A. A, B, B, A. Now rhyme changes. Here it is C, D, E. Same. Need speed. C. Rest best. D. State wait. E. So in Petrarchan sonnet, the rhyme is like this: A, B, B, A, B, B, A, C, D, E, C, D, E. Another feature is that after the 8th line, there is a change in the thought. There is a change in the thought. So this is about Milton's well-known sonnets, and in this sonnet, he tries to justify God's ways to men, as he says in his Paradise Lost. So this is about the poem by John Milton. It is one of the well-known sonnets in English literature. Friends, if you like this video, please don't forget to like and share it. And please give your comment. I'll mention you in our next video when we come with another poem with critical appreciation. Thank you very much for watching this video. We have our 2 Telegram channels, BC Rathod Current Affairs and Gauravanti Gujarati. If you have not joined these 2 channels, please do join the channels. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe. And don't forget to share this video and give your comments. That will help us a lot to improve the quality, and also your valuable suggestions will be taken into consideration. Thank you very much.